How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here. It's time for episode 4 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians season 2. Once this episode's done, I believe we'll have reached the halfway point of this journey for this season of the Sea of Monsters, and it's been great so far. With that last episode, it was very, very fun. We took a quick stop on the Andrometer, I think it was called, the cruise ship, because I know with both Percy and Clarisse's journeys kind of similar, although with the Ironclad, don't think it's going to get a 5-star review for your staycation or whatever. That just might be me. Yeah, with, well, it wasn't just the fact that with both Percy and Clarisse, they both spent time on a ship setting sail, of course, in regards to ultimately the Golden Fleece, but it was also what they have been told in terms of their future, I guess, especially in regards to the quest and all of that with the Golden Fleece, with Clarisse, and, you know, some of the things that were foretold in terms of her journey, especially being along the lines of you will find what you seek. Now, that could, of course, indicate, you know, she reaches the Golden Fleece, but it might be more metaphorical, because I feel like, especially given who her dad is, and how there is always that undermining opinion from him, this could be a journey of self-discovery or something along those lines. So yeah, although I imagine she will be pretty pissed if that's all it is rather than the Golden Fleece, because I don't know if she's got that ticking in her mind rather than trying to be a, I don't know, shining example to those who are undermining her. I don't know if that's on her mind, because, I mean, to be told you'll get what you seek is pretty much of a, well, I would take it as a spoiler alert, but again, could be self-discovery. But of course, you know, like I said, in terms of futures being told, Percy and the Great Prophecy, we know a little bit more about that now, so that is great. Not for Percy, because there is that kind of undecided opinion on if he's going to be a savior or the bringer of destruction. Who knows? But yeah, this is episode 4 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians season 2. Let's go. Is this Thalia's or something?
Annabeth! Stop!
Oh, I might be right. Oh, little Annabeth.
Hey. Has she ever let us down?
Oh, are we gonna see her become the infamous tree? The tree of life. It was... what? Oh, okay. So, what they were protecting was a cereal box.
Positions! Now!
Hey, Thalia. I'll first look-see at her. Hey, queen!
Who are you?
Thalia, wait!
How do you know my
I don't
name?
think that's a... Oh, yeah, it's Grover!
I was handed a prophecy that made me afraid I was going to lose the person that matters most to me.
Sally?
But it didn't go that way.
Prophecies can be tricky buggers. Just brothers being brothers. Oh my god! Well, apparently someone decided to take their shenanigans personally.
Give you the coordinates if you take us with you. What?
What?
Damn!
The Sea of Monsters is no joke. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
She did say you needed help.
Memorize every legend about the trials you'll have to face out there.
These red shirts ain't gonna cut it.
On one condition.
Come on, Perce.
Single combat.
Oh, shh.
Same way I beat your dad.
I
win, you give us your ship, and you and your men stay.
Yo, violation. Where's Annabeth going? Oh! Did Annabeth do that? Shit!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Why can't we be friends? She hates it here, but I'm not fussed.
If monsters, you have to choose. To face either the claws of Scylla or the whirlpool of Charybdis.
Which is easier?
Jackson,
Okay, but bear with me. Why don't we just sail around Scylla and...
Because that will work, right?
The thing
Who to sacrifice to win the battle should be no problem for a daughter of Ares.
I never said it was a problem. I just like my plan.
But if your plan doesn't work, you lose your quest, your ship, and all your men.
Ooh. Oh.
And I don't want anything to do with my father's world.
But at camp, you'd finally get a chance to rest, to breathe.
We've been doing fine on our own.
So far, but that's gonna change.
We don't need to be associated to
Meaning-
the gods.
How long have you been together?
Just a little. Thalia's real strong, and Luke's real fast. But I got this.
And treacherous.
Wait,
What?
Claudia's charm. No.
Oh boy. Does he really be like, don't you... You know, it's funny though, because I've just watched, of course, The War Between the Land and the Sea, which is, of course, a Doctor Who spin-off, and Aquakind, not really a fan of people littering and all that shit, but it's kind of funny. It's given that kind of, stop littering, all right? Stop chucking your stuff and stop chucking your shit in the ocean. Right? The Aquakind are not a fan of that, so yeah. But literally, like, Poseidon's like, don't chuck your shit in the sea. What the hell?
We're moving at 23 knots, 36 degrees, 44 minutes north.
He's
Hold
being
on.
a nerd, basically.
How do I know that?
Dad.
Just giving you a bit of brain juice.
I know where I am.
Suddenly, Percy becomes the Wikipedia of the sea.
We're really going that fast. I better go check on the boilers.
Like, throw him any kind of sea knowledge and all of that, and he'll just be like, not even a second to contemplate. I joke, but that's probably what Poseidon... Oh no!
Gotcha.
Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh! Rainbow! Rainbow!
And that put us all in danger.
Jesus Christ! Thalia is insane!
First time I slowed them down or messed up. But it would be the last.
It wouldn't be
Because
the...
my dumb decision led to Thalia's fatal one.
Oh no.
So you let this Chiron know that if anyone tries to hurt this little girl, I have me to answer to.
She's like a big sister to her.
The Furies attacked.
Oh, God's sake.
Go!
And Thalia never made it to 16. She had a target on her back.
You know you're better than that.
2 months.
It only took me 2 days to see how special you were.
It's not her fault. Ooh.
We're going in there to save Grover. That's the right thing. That's all we can do.
We're bound to fluff up, but it's not your fault. It's not like you deliberately did
And I'm not
this.
bragging, but my track record at surviving impossible odds is pretty good. Thanks to you. So let's go do the impossible.
There's no such word.
I warn you, it will be a highly dangerous duty.
For victory in Elysium, we will follow you anywhere, Captain.
I'm not gonna lie. I love that.
I imagine your dad must be pretty tough to have as a dad. I say that having been body slammed by him.
Hey,
Victory means everything.
I'd prefer that over a spear.
Camp is home. If I can't get that fleece and
That won't
camp...
happen. You wouldn't have been granted a quest unless you had it in you to finish it.
Look at Percy. Look at the kindness
What did the
he's
Oracle tell you?
showing.
Prepare for your life entombed within stone and
Oh yeah, and fail,
to
but
fail without friends. To fly home alone.
Oh. That was cut off last week, wasn't it?
That's not so bad.
We're not friends.
Yet. You know what's funny? Bakugo would have thought the same thing about Izuku Midoriya. I just love the blockbuster guys there. Committed, at least. Ooh.
Scylla.
Yep, Scylla.
What are you doing? We fight Charybdis because heroes slay monsters. They don't run from them.
Small choices.
Small choices.
You feel small.
No, oh. Oh, that looks great. Oh no.
Maybe our plan will work.
Or maybe I can turn the tide.
Do you have the juice for that?
If I speed up the current, I can slingshot out the other side.
Oh, maybe.
But
I can't control the wind. The thermos.
Yeah. It's kind of badass as well. Oh my sugar! I don't care what universe you're from, that's gotta hurt! Oh no, not the no. Oh no. Oh my god, what the heck? No. We are... No, well, no. God damn it! Cliffhangers. Ah! But it does keep you on your feet at least, so... I mean, obviously this is not going to be it for Percy, so yeah. Neither Clarisse, oddly enough. I say oddly enough as if she's, you know, alongside the other extras and all of that. But obviously with that whole prophecy thing, I mean, there's got to be some kind of fulfillment in terms of... Because I only think one of them has only been checked off, hasn't there? Like, in terms of, you know, her traveling with warriors made of bone and all of that. And, yeah, she's got to find what she seeks. And I don't think she's found what she sought yet. So, that's why I'm like, yeah, Clarisse might be... But, yeah, I mean, that shot does look damning, though. That's it. Of course, with the thermos, that had to go lopsided, didn't it? And yeah, I mean, I don't think Tyson's dead. I don't think any of the main four are dead, to be fair, on the ship. So I know the, like, boiler room exploded and Tyson was still... But wait. He can't be dead. Tyson can't be dead anyways, even if he was in the middle of the explosion. So, if there's going to be any characters that might have been dead, it would be Annabeth, but even then, I don't think she would have died. So, like, I don't think they would kill off any of the main four anyways. But the reason why Tyson can't die, even if he's in the middle of the explosion, the guy's immune to fire. We learned that in episode 1. They established it in episode 1, like, when those giants were lobbing fireballs, weren't they? So, yeah, that's because he saved his bro. So he'll be fine. If anything, it'll just be a singe. It'll just be a little scruff. So yeah, he'll get all dusty and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen following the Ironclad just blowing to smithereens. Of course, you do expect the rest of the crew to be RIP'd. RIP Blockbuster guy. Yeah. But yeah, it was a really thrilling episode. It was really... I was wondering what was going to happen when Clarisse and Percy was going to encounter, because their paths were going to cross at some point, and cross they did. And yeah, I mean, I feel like with Clarisse, she could use all the help she could get, really, in terms of... Not to say that she's incompetent or anything, but yeah... Obviously, I think her dad would not approve of this. I mean, he doesn't like Percy to start with, but also you just expect that even if she did do this on her own, he wouldn't have any flowers for her whatsoever, right? So yeah, but I think all of this time there has been such a idea of, at least for me, all of this time this season, there has been this push to kind of develop Clarisse's character a bit more, especially now that she is on this quest. We can grow to, I don't know, maybe appreciate her some more. I'm not expecting a full 0 to 100 transition in terms of where, like, how we started in terms of our sentiments towards Clarisse to where we're at right now, but yeah, I even made a Bakugo reference in terms of, like, when she said, "We're not friends." And I'm like, yet? Bakugo said the same thing with Izuku, and they are friends. So, yeah. By the way, as of recording, I only got one more episode of My Hero Academia, and then it's done for me. I mean, it's already done, but in terms of the dub... Anyways, I digress, but... he's a good example in terms of growing to Clarisse, because he was an asshole at the start. Bakugo was an asshole at the start, and now he's one of my favourite characters, especially in terms of these last couple of seasons, where I've just been like, yes! So, yeah. But I feel like with Clarisse, like, she definitely does have a bit of potential, especially with that conversation with Percy and Clarisse, because it was a really, really beautiful moment in terms of you know, making her own choices and all of that, and yeah, so it was a really heartfelt moment in regards to the conversation between Percy. Like, he is trying to resonate in a sense towards Clarisse, you know, to show we are all on the same side at the end of the day. So, but also every chance we've seen Clarisse get at Percy, every chance we've seen, she has practically tried to rip his head off. So yeah, but it's a really amicable moment in terms of both Percy and Clarisse, and it's really, really great to see. So yeah, but it's also the you know, like I said, in terms of her growing this season, you just think back to when she attempted to get all of the soldiers on the Ironclad to listen to. No one took her by, like, and she utilized mainly her father's aggression, if anything. So she tried things a bit more of a different approach and all of that, and it was more of an amicable approach, I would say, in terms of catering to them and all that jazz, and I'd say it worked. So yeah. So it was a really, really nice, yeah, I definitely do feel like she's gonna grow. I might be wrong, because I know that her characteristics will stem from the books and all of that, so maybe she does grow, maybe this is the peak at where she grows and all of that, and it's downhill from here. But it's just my feelings as someone who obviously hasn't seen the books and all of that, or, yeah. But yeah, I also really enjoyed that moment with Annabeth and Percy, of course, in terms of guilt, really, because there was a lot of guilt from Annabeth, especially when it comes to Thalia, who we saw. What a badass. I loved her. I loved seeing her. I mean, we're definitely going to see her again, of course, because I mean, there does seem like even before we were even journeyed on this quest, there was that sentiment that we're probably going to see Thalia in the flesh at one point, maybe. But we did get a little bit of a sneak peek of what she was like when Annabeth was so small and all of that. But yeah, obviously remembering about Thalia, especially with the bracelet and especially with everything. In terms of, I'd even say the prophecy, especially with where Percy is steering towards because of what Chiron told her. She can only just think about how she does blame herself in a way to what happened to Thalia and all of that. She does feel a lot of guilt and a lot of remorse about what happened. So yeah, and yeah, you just feel so bad for her because of course, no one's going to make 100% perfect choices in life, and yeah, I mean, of course, those little errors, those little mistakes, they can blindside you, but they can also make you, like, you'll get smacked in with that realization or that moment where you're like, if I did this better, if I did that better, yeah. And we're not perfect, and it is really, really sad to see, really, in terms of how you know, things should have been a little bit different if it, yeah, so, yeah, but I really loved, like, even Percy just saying it took me 2 days to see how special you are, is, like, right in the heart. But he does trust her as well at the end of the day. It's not just about how great she is, but he does trust her. I know he does look towards her as more of a leader of sorts, in a sense, he does. Like, even that, like, conversation about how to traverse past those two entities and all of that, like, which one to choose. You know, she like, there was that confidence from Percy beforehand because of the fact that Annabeth makes the right choice. But, of course, you're feeling it, you're feeling uncertainty, you're feeling conflicted because you think back to Thalia and all of that. So, yeah, she feels like she was responsible for what happened to Thalia. And I do get that in terms of why she feels like she can't make a decision because of the fact that, you know, last time didn't go so well. But we can't let that also be a reminder of, we can't let that interfere with the choices we make in the future, because again, no one's perfect. It's not like she deliberately led Thalia to her fate or whatever, but of course I understand why it might bum her out. So yeah, but we know that Annabeth can be very, very strong, and we don't want to let this hinder her, because otherwise, if it's the right choice, like, the right choices are something that Annabeth can strive towards a lot of the time. And of course, she's not going to always get it right. But if you do shriek away from making tough calls and all of that, then there might be a further crisis down the line in terms of why did I not step up, for example. So, yeah. But it is a really, really, you know, great focus to, you know, see how Annabeth's feeling and how she feels responsible, but also in terms of because it's something I also wanted to point out as well, her sentiments about Tyson and Cyclopses as a whole, because I think, as I mentioned, Grover even hinted towards something about her sentiments towards Cyclopses. Like, wait, does she know? Or how does she feel about it? I think it was something along those lines. I think it was when Grover was wearing the iconic wedding dress. But, yeah, we got a little bit more about that, I guess, trauma in this episode. And, yeah, so... But, yeah, it was a really great focus on Annabeth, on Clarisse as well, I would say. But I think mainly for Annabeth, just mainly because of the fact that we did see a younger version of her. And we did get an idea of... you think back to last week's episode, for example, or you think back to her whole dilemma about, should we kill Luke? should we not? And why it's so hard for her to kill, like, to even fathom the idea of killing Luke. But we also got to see, you know, Thalia for the first time, and not just that though, but how she does have a bit of a bit of a feeling in terms of how she feels responsible to what happened to Thalia. So yeah, and how that does prove fundamental in this episode when a choice has to be made, and it's like, so it is really great stuff. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this episode. Probably my favorite of this season so far, just as we're at the halfway point, because I mean, we had that gripping action on the Ironclad. We had some really nice heart-to-heart moments, both involving Percy to Annabeth to Clarisse. And we got to see Thalia in action as well. So I really enjoyed this episode so much. And this season is shaping up to be absolutely fantastic. So if they keep this up, then maybe it will be better than season 1. And that is the hope, because I do feel like with a few of the shows that I've watched this season, where or this year, should I say, a few of the shows that I've watched this year or last year, where you have a season 1 and then you have a season 2. I feel like things have dipped a little. I mean, I still would enjoy them, but things have dipped a little in terms of the quality. I did feel like with Gen V, I felt like, so yeah, for example, but I don't feel like with Percy Jackson season 2 at the minute, and that's, you know, great. So hopefully I didn't, hopefully, because I know what I'm like as well when it comes to jinxes. So hopefully I don't jinx it, but so far, so good. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!